This washing machine is about 5 years old. It works very well. However, we have found some rust under the drawer here. And if you take the drawer out, so you can see the rust here, the rust here. Of course, there's some rust in the lower corner, but that less serious. But we can do something together with this drawer one, because drawer one may get more water, more detergent around here. So we're going to try to clean the rust and repaint. However, if we could remove this plastic one, so we can do a better job for this rust treatment. So we're going to try to do that. Firstly, we need to remove the top board, top cover. And here we can see we have a screw here and another screw over there. So we remove the two screws and then we can remove the board. That's a screw. So two screws at the back we need to remove. So after the two screws here and the other corner removed, we can remove the top cover. So I think it's just okay. We can lift. So we just pull, yeah. So we can pull it back, and then we can lift it up. Yeah, after we pull it back, we can lift it up. So you can see, yeah, we got a plastic frame. The frame will catch into this lower frame here. Yeah, that's the frame. I think it's get into there to catch. Yeah, I think that's one. Get into there, under there. So that's maybe, and also we have the catch. See the small rod here. You can see here we get into a hole over here. So that's the hole over here and a catch over there. So that's the top cover. After the top cover removed, so we can see the rust. Even on the top here, we got some rust, and rust here, and the rust here. So it must be overflow from this water box. So we got the water get in here, and the detergent softener will get into the washing machine. So we really need to do some painting on here as well. So here. Otherwise, if you look around here, so it's still in good condition. Everything works as it should. And if we look at we have a label here. Yeah, this is a label. Say it is the September 12th, 2014. So maybe we bought it 2014 or 2015. So now this year is 2020, so it's around 5 years old. We're going to try to find some tools to remove this top cover, and if we can, we're going to remove this, just move a little bit so that we can do some cleaning and painting on here. So we're going to try to find some tools. If you look at it closer, and the screws, this I think it's a torx screw. Should be. Yeah, I think a torx screw. And there's some like 8mm or something. We need some socket, we need some screw bit in order to remove this cross steel member. for cleaning and painting, and here, I'm going to remove this cross member and this plastic front panel, and then I should be able to clean this better and paint. To remove the cross member, and we're going to need 8mm socket for this, and this bolt or screw. And for this one, you see, it's very tiny. It is 7mm. I have a 7mm socket. However, I couldn't fit it in because there's two ribs on this plastic front cover. So the socket is too thick to fit in, you see. Can't push it in. However, I have got another deep socket. So from the deep socket, I got a 7mm. This is a thinner, so we can just fit in this. And I have got a torx screw for this. So we're going to remove this cross member. Now we have removed all these screws, and I think we can remove the cable clip, by squeezing the top in, like that. And there's a clip here, so we just press that plastic clip a little bit down. I think we can remove this cross member now. There's another screw here. We're going to remove it. It's just a cross screw. We have nearly separated this cross member and the front panel. Just we remove that screw. I think it's much easier for us to separate further. It's not easy to remove this cross member because there's a hook under there. I don't know if you can see there. So just down there, there's a hook. Hook is a little bit of the water box. But we nearly just after we remove this, so nearly the front cross member, the front panel also can be eased out. I think if we can ease this out, so this can go just in front, forward, and remove it rather than upward. So now we have separated the front control panel, and there are all this kind of things plug into. It's kind of plug into the water box, detergent box, and this is the water flow on the top. So just separate this one from this water box, and then the cross member should be removed here. So you can see there's the hook. So the hook, just the hook under here, so that's why it's not easy to remove from the top. So now we have removed the cross member, so we can do a good cleaning and remove the rust and paint it. And this is front control panel. There's the one cable, we can remove it, but I will try to not remove it, just leave it aside to see if I can deal with rust. So we can have a better look. So you can see there's some detergent. So somebody put too much detergent when they get the drawer in, it's coming here. And if it's too much detergent, maybe the water overflow from the box and to the top. So that causes the rust. And you can see here is okay, and here is a problem. And here, I think all here, all rusted. We need to clean, remove the paint and just to clean them. And also you can notice that there's a bolt here, there's a bolt here. We may be able to remove the front panel a bit, so that it's much easier to clean the edge of this rust. So now I have removed the surface rust. As you can see, all here. So all need to be deep cleaned. Need to be wire brushed and painted later on. Next, I'm going to try to remove the front panel. Not totally remove, just release it from the side panel so that I can clean the rust easily. So there's a screw here and there's a screw here. It's rusted. I have used WD-40 to soak this rusted one. Hopefully it won't be difficult to remove. I'm going to remove this tool to see if I can drop this panel, just leave a little bit space so that it's much easier to clean the rust over there. For these two screws fixing the front panel to the side panel, it's a 8mm socket, or you can use a big cross screw. It's not too tight. And we'll try this rusted one. Hopefully okay. Yeah, just try to get the socket in. Then I turn. This is more difficult. I will try to use the ratchet over there. I sprayed more WD-40 over the rusted screw. I will wait for another 10 or 15 minutes and try again with the ratchet. Yes, after about 10 minutes, I break it with this hand. Okay, so it's moving. So that's rusted screw. After remove the screw, so we can try to separate the front panel from the side panel. If you can see here, there's the plug things holding, positioning the front panel to the side panel, and here's one, and there's another one at the lower part. Can you see? Yeah, there's another one there. So it's a locating plastic rod over here. There must be also on this side, so you can see the back, and that is the one. So we'll try to separate. So we have separated this, put both sides. You can see the plug over there, the positioning plug over here, and also this side. You know, there's the washing machine drum over there, and there's some rubber. The rubber connected between the drum and the front panel. We're not trying to remove the rubber thing. We just try to separate, make a little bit of distance for us to clean. So that should be okay for us. Now we can separate the top and the side, but at the bottom, look at the bottom, I have a mirror here, and you can see at the bottom over there, there's a screw. There's a screw over there. So one screw over here. If we move, you can see another screw over there. And at this corner, another screw. That's a rusted screw. So we can raise this washing machine a little bit up so that we can remove that 3 screw. I think they are a torx screw as well, should be the same size at the top. Now I have raised up the washing machine at the back and at the front. I will with the wood blocks, and you can see here at the front here. So we have more space to remove the screw here, here, and here. That is 3 torx screws. So we're going to soak with WD-40 for this rusty screw, and then we're going to try to remove the 3 screws. Yes, these are torx screws, so we can see over here, and my tool here should be able to fit to that hole. Yeah, as you can see. So I can remove with my tool. We have enough clearance. The 3 screws, we're going to remove them next. Okay, the last rusted screw, my tool broken inside it. So my tool broken inside it. I have used a nail to take the broken tool parts from the screw there, and I will try again to see if I can remove that screw. I have another set of torx tool, and I found it is T20. So torx screw, that's a security thing. There is a hole in the middle. Finally, I got this rusted screw out. I tried this one. It seems not strong enough because there's a hole inside there in the middle. I think maybe it's not strong enough. And then I used this tool. There's a bit. I used the bit and I tried to remove the screw. You can see my torx screw bit T20 twisted by this screw. I thought, okay, I failed again. But this screw moved and I removed it. So I tried 3 tools. So first tool, so you can see this tool, I got that broken inside the screw. And that tool seems a little bit weak. And this one twisted, but finally removed it. So you can see there. So, and now I can separate the front panel from the side panel. So now I can see I separated the front panel from the side panel. I can treat rust better because there's a separation. So I'm not going to remove the front panel totally, but I think just separated them, and I will just deal with the rust in this way. So I have some wire brushes, and also have this drill with air brush head. So I'm going to use this to clean all this rust away. Hello again. What I have done so far, so I have wire brushed the rust and one layer of a rust remover and then wipe it out, and then two layer of anti-rust paint, and then three layer of white paint. It looks much better. I think if you look at distance, you won't notice, but if you're getting close, you can notice my paint work. But I think it's still much better. I'm going to install everything back. The reassembling is the reversal of removals. Just a few points for the installation. And here, this is a water box. So this outlet should get into the rubber inlet over there. So before everything, I'm going to connect this to the rubber boot to the barrel again. And then for the front panel, there are two screws on the top, and there are three at the bottom. That way, you just screw them in that way. So that's the front panel. And then we have this cross member. Each side there are three screws each size. And then there are two screws here and here to hold the water box up. And for the control panel, we have a lug, and the lug get into the hole on the front panel. And then on the top we have got, so you see there the clips. And that hole is going to be, that two end is going to be fixed to the cross member here, and there's the clip here, and get into the cross member here. And after we put everything in, there's going to be a screw to fix from the panel to this water box, just a little bit lower over there. So that should be everything for installation. Hopefully this machine will last for another few years. Here are the things for the rust treatment. I use the wire brush on the drill and hand wire brush to get the rust off, and then I use the rust remover, and I use the anti-rust paint, and I use the wood and metal white paint.